Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to another episode of the Absolutely Not podcast. I'm your host, Heather McMahan. Look at us. Made it through the year. Half the world's on fire, but we did it. I felt that the only way to really wrap up this year would be to bring in Raymond so we could really break down what the fuck we did this year. I hope you had a beautiful holiday. I hope you're continuing to have a beautiful holiday. You know, hopefully you're not on the roof right now just smoking a loose cig, praying for daylight to get away from your family, but raise my family. So I figured, without further ado, you know him, you love him. He needs no introduction. One of my besties, you've seen him on the road with me. Ray, let's do the year wrap-up show.
Oh, let's do it. It was the longest year of my life.
Still have a cough, hold on.
Oh, it was
literally the longest year of my life.
longest.
But also kind of whiz
Well,
by.
it was the best, but
It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
yeah, I felt like I was running a marathon and I don't run because I'm fat and gay.
Yeah. And I've been kind of on running that marathon for 4 years, but this year in particular, really in the spring, we hit the touring hard.
Yeah, we did.
We did a lot.
We did a lot.
I would say from like February to June, it was full fucking throttle.
Yeah, but then we also ended the year full throttle. October was
October, November, didn't catch my breath.
like Taylor Swift could write 6 albums about our October. You know how she has that one song about August? We had an album full for October.
We have every month of the year. January was difficult. It was cold and we were in Ohio.
Were we?
I remember we went to Cabo and I got so sick.
Oh my God. Well, how many times did you get sick this year?
It
was a lot.
I got sick.
That's a lot. I think you got to get checked.
Everything needs to get checked.
Yeah.
But you know what? The only person who's getting checked right now is Jeff. So he's taking advantage of our insurance and I haven't had time to get checked. So I need to get checked, but I don't have time. You know what I mean?
Well, you should make time.
I should make time because our insurance is about to run out.
Yeah, and also health as
well.
There it is.
Why did I felt like you were about to point to my vagina.
Well, I was going to point. Well, I'm not going to say.
How's your penis? Is it okay? Did your penis survive 2023? You really were anxious to point to the dick.
Yeah, I was going to point at my dick. I don't know why. That's all I have left.
Okay.
No, it's good. My penis is great. She's thriving.
Right. So it's a she?
Yeah. This week she's a she, because she's been a real lady.
Non-binary. I love that.
This week she's been a she because she's been a lady. She hasn't been in the streets.
Oh, and so when it's a he, he's a
EMMYS.
Okay, what's his name? Tony the Tiger?
No.
Oh, I like Tony the Tiger for a dong name.
No, that's the cereal? Tony the Tiger, the cereal?
Yeah, why not?
No. Is it a tiger because I'm Asian?
No, I was not even going there. It just, at the end, he does a crunch sound.
A lot of people don't know that tigers are from Asia.
Where do they think tigers are from?
They think that they live in the African savannas, and they don't. The tigers are specifically Asian.
Tigers are Asian, and then lions are African.
Correct.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
I did not know that the Mediterranean Sea was a sea and not an ocean. I did learn that this year. I've learned a lot.
Okay, great.
Let's talk about the things that we've learned this year.
I think you start because I knew a lot before. We were operating at different academia levels before this year. I think you finally caught up.
I forget. Member of Mensa.
Yeah.
Went to medical camp for 7 days.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Well, I don't know if you know this, Ray, but I did win my episode of Celebrity Jeopardy and beat out highly intelligent other people. So,
I'm saying I'm proud of. Last night I told you I'm proud of your growth this year.
My growth.
I did. And I forgot the academic growth.
Academic growth.
I was just commenting on your cooking skills.
Thank you.
Because we've evolved from eating and giving both of us salmonella to actually making Thanksgiving meal.
And I did not have time to cook this year, but I do know now how to make sure chicken's not raw.
Yeah.
Which I'm proud of myself for. But yes, what have I learned? What is my growth this year? I am moving out of my people-pleasing era, which is about, I don't know how to not please people around me, but I think I'm moving out. I think I'm moving out of my people-pleasing area into just nasty cunt era.
Yeah. I think I'm finding my feminine power. Just standing up for myself.
And thank you for tuning in to this episode of the podcast. And it's a wrap. Your feminine power.
Yeah.
Then I'm tapping into my masculine power.
And as you
should. Because I'm about to start
just
firing and hiring.
Hitting people?
Hitting people. I'm going to start throwing cell phones.
Okay, Naomi Campbell. Good for you. If that's what you want, you do it.
I don't want to do it. But I do think I'm at a point in my life now where I have made sure that everybody around me is super comfortable all the time. And I need to make sure that
I don't know if I'm on that list, but
Okay. Okay, interesting. Interesting enough.
Okay.
No, I saw something on TikTok that motivated me. And again, will I execute this? Will I follow through on making sure that I am the last person to get served?
What was our word of the year last year? Remember when we did our vision
Oh my
boards?
God, what was the fucking word?
Jeff's was execution.
Jeff's was execution, and he has executed so much this year. I'm very proud of him.
What was mine? Shit, I already forgot. Well, it's probably going to be the same this year.
Yeah.
We're just going to recycle.
We're going to
Because
recycle.
we are climate activists.
I thought mine was elevation.
Oh, maybe it was.
Elevate. I think it was elevate.
Oh, I think it was. And you did.
I did.
And you did.
I did. And she's literally levitating. She's elevated so much.
She's Dua Lipa levitating. That's her song.
Dua Lipa levitating.
There she is.
There she is. So, but I'm stepping into my masculine power. I need to get on more of a boss hat. So I need to start making more executive decisions and just telling people no.
See, and when I say my feminine energy, maybe this is misogynistic. I don't know. I'll apologize later, and probably I won't. But I just feel like I have often put my feelings aside, like, and I'll just like say I have no feelings, and now I'm like, that really hurt my feelings. You're a fucking asshole.
Okay, there you go.
And then I let them people know, and now I'm out.
But if you're going to step into your feminine power, you'd immediately say sorry after.
Well, I just apologized before I even just said that, so I am in it. Thank you. Wow.
And in my masculine energy, I'm going to start jerking off in public, preferably on the
that's
subway.
fine. Okay, just not near any schools, because
No, never. I would never. No.
Yeah.
But I would make sure that. But that is, I feel like if you're going to really step
are you
into your
gonna just start
masculine
rubbing
power,
poles up and down, just like on the subway?
yeah, because I think I'm going to just start going around to people going, "You fired," and then jerking off on the subway, and that is, you know what I mean?
Choice.
That's a choice.
That's a choice. That is a choice for you.
That is a choice.
Okay, great. So we're wrapping up the year. What would you say your rose of the year was?
I thought you said bros.
No, rose.
Rose.
Well, I guess it's your absolutely yes of the year. If we're doing
My absolute yes. Let's stay on brand.
Let's
You know, I
brand.
haven't done an absolutely not in like 3 weeks.
Wow,
I just forget
so
what
we
it's
are
like.
really levitating.
But we're wrapping it up.
Yeah.
We're wrapping it up. We're staying on brand. My rose let's do rose and thorn. My rose for the year was playing Radio City.
Okay.
That was the coolest experience of my life. I also think the rose of the year was the day that the special came out and the amount of love I felt, and that just like having those monumental moments, those are roses. Thorn of the year is probably going to be when Jeff gets his sinus surgery in a couple days, and I'm going to want to literally hit the new car that I bought him off a bridge. That it's just Jeff's medical issues. You know what I mean? That's probably that.
It's really tough when you have to be supportive to your best friend's spouse, you know, and you know that they're a baby back bitch.
Yeah.
It's so fun. Okay, that's a great one. I love those for you.
Yeah, and just,
Did you remember that you got a new dog this year? We're not going to put that on the rose list.
Oh no, but she's already the rose of my life.
Okay.
She's my macaroni. I mean, yes. Okay. You asked what. Okay, and now I'm a bad parrot. Macaroni is the love of my life. Oh fuck. Actually, you know what?
Is she in the hospital?
Today's.
I don't know.
I didn't just leave her in the hospital.
I don't know.
Today's her birthday. When we're
Oh, her
recording
day
this.
of birth?
Yes, today is her birthday.
my
I'm
gosh.
flying home tonight. Mommy will be with daughter tonight.
Oh, I didn't know it was her actual day of birth. She's
Yes.
a Sag, like me.
She is a
Wow,
sassy
you really
Sag.
surrounded yourself with Sagittarius. Me, your
I have.
mom.
It's
dog.
unfortunately like Sagittarius and then Capricorns.
Yeah. Well, I don't. Out on that. Okay, great. We love those. So thorn is okay. I think there's a couple other thorns, but I'm not gonna. I don't know if those
What thorns do you think?
I don't know if those are public. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, we'll talk about those later.
Oh, we'll talk about them offline.
Yeah.
No, I think we should talk about them right here. What thorns? What are my thorns? I mean, yeah, we all have personal thorns. Okay, I
Yeah.
got the flu a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
I saw the light at the end of the tunnel.
I think that you had,
My weight fluctuated
that-
aggressively.
So that was what I was gonna say. I didn't want to be mean, but I felt like you finally hit your peak, and then it just went.
Yeah,
and
I was down,
and
then I went up.
Wow.
Then I went down. My eczema's come back,
Yeah.
flared to high heavens.
Yeah.
Flared up.
Yeah, so I think that one was a tough one.
What are some of your rose and thorns?
Okay, Rose for sure was like obviously this just the year that we've had was incredible, but getting to perform in front of my parents was something that I'm so grateful for. And
A rose for me was getting to hang out backstage with Cindy and Mo. And let me tell you what, your dad was dressed like Shaquille O'Neal. And Shaft.
yeah, he was dressed like Shaft, and I love
Yeah,
the
not
blazer.
why did I say Shaquille
You know
O'Neal? I have
what?
no
Good for-
idea.
Giving him that height, he would appreciate that.
Mo's a petite
Yeah,
man.
he's little. He's short. He's a shorty.
Sydney was crushing champagne backstage. I adore your parents.
Yeah, so that was definitely a rose, was getting to do that. and thorn. Wow, there's a lot of thorns. I think becoming pre-diabetic without health insurance is pretty much a thorn. You know.
Now, can I ask a quick question?
let's go
Has
for it.
anybody actually said you're pre-diabetic, or is this just a hill you're gonna die on?
No. It was one of those things where you're getting a blood test for an STI.
Oh, yeah.
And then they're like, this is your weight, this is your BMI, this is your cholesterol. So I just want you to know this is the triangle of prediabetes. And
This is a triangle of hell, and you were in the Bermuda. You're about to lose your
it
way.
was the whole thing, and it just, that's fun for me, And then my dad it runs in the family. My dad's doctor was like, better get it together by a certain age, or you will never come back.
Okay, so maybe moving into the next year, maybe we work on the diabetes.
Well, maybe we should, but how do we do that? When every time I go to dinner with you, you ordered 75 carbohydrates.
I'm sorry, it's my fault.
I'm just saying.
Okay, we'll get on a wellness plan. We'll figure it out.
Oh, I tried to take us to fat camp.
I know you did want to take us to fat camp, but here's the thing: the fat camp that we want to go to is in Italy. Okay,
Yes.
it's a version of the ranch so there's the ranch in Malibu. We want to go to the version in Italy.
Yeah.
Matt Bomer just went there. He's never looked better. I mean, he's fucking hot. I mean, he's always hot.
He's always looking.
Shout out to Matt. If you ever hear us,
You want to hang out?
sometimes.
Like, I'm down.
You want to hang out?
This isn't a sexual thing. This is just respect. Queen to queen. Like, let's do it.
an
Skincare to
artiste.
skincare. You know what? We're doing it. Yeah, artists. We're artists.
So
You're a model. I'm a troll, but we're both artists.
and I love that. That's a beautiful thing. But if I would do the ranch in Italy, but I want to go eat for 2 weeks in Italy, and then I'll end.
But you eat there. The food looks amazing. It's like all vegan.
But I'm not going to Italy and not having like a fucking Florentine steak. I'm not
Maybe
having
we
veal.
are, but maybe it's vegan.
I know, Ray. What you're not hearing is I want to go party for a week and then I'll go and fit.
And she's not to blame for my high cholesterol.
First of all, I have perfect cholesterol. I have perfect blood pressure. That is also genetics, okay?
True.
I got a lot of things from my father,
Yeah.
okay? We'll probably pass very early, okay? Knock on wood. But I'm telling you right now, my sister and my mom, who are tiny and petite, have high blood pressure and other shit. I just did the test for life insurance, and the woman came to the house.
Okay.
It was so bizarre. I had to.
What do they do? Is it like the presidential test?
No, it's not the presidential test. But this bitch, when I say, she pulled out a fucking scale. She pulled out a scale out of a duffel bag. She sat at my own kitchen
But it
table.
has to recalibrate, so that's never right.
Well, the numbers look good, so I'm not gonna question the process.
That's why you're always supposed to weigh yourself on the same scale, and you're supposed to keep it in the same spot because the earth and the gravities and all the sciences and the physics, it's got to recalibrate.
Well, I don't know what was calibrating, except I was under 200 pounds, and I will take it. I was like 198. I was like, let's fucking go.
And then did she like needle you or anything?
She took so much fucking blood to the point where, like, as she was taking the blood, I was kind of blacking out.
Were you supposed to like not eat anything before?
I was fasted.
Okay.
I was already fasted. I just did it fasted because I knew that the triglycerides would look low.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm trying to get that policy.
Yeah.
Now, they have not called me back to confirm or deny whether or not I've got life
They're
insurance.
sending the blood 3 times around just to double check because they think there's some sort of scam happening.
They think a scam's happening. I had to show her all of my fucking like supplements, drugs, whatever. Then she did an EKG.
You showed her that little bag of pills you take everywhere?
I showed her the pills. She did ask me questions. She was like, "Have you ever, do you drink?" I was like, "Never." But I don't drink that much. I really don't.
No, yeah, that you really have cut back.
I cut back, yeah.
That's what people don't understand is you really have cut back, and it's so sad. But
It's
you know
sad.
what? It's the right move for you because you're aging at an alarming rate. So when you drink less, it helps with your youth.
Can I be honest with you? It's honestly, if I drink wine, I will have a sleepless night. I got up 3 times last night
did?
after having red wine when we went to Jersey. And my legs hurt the next day. I just get fucked by wine.
My eyes were heavy. They were like my Asian ancestors. Like I couldn't open it. I was just still hungry,
Yeah, I'm so hungry today.
Yeah,
I'm hungry right now. I'm starving.
I know, me too.
But this lady comes and then she made me lay on the couch and do an EKG. And I had to do a urine sample at my own home, which was weird. So I peed in the cup and then she put it in like a vial. So she's sitting at my kitchen table.
With your
like,
pee-pee?
With my pee in a little like plastic beaker, putting it in another beaker. And I was standing there. And
Were you the only one that had to do this?
Yeah. Well, Jeff, because Jeff already has life insurance.
Oh, Jeff already did it.
Yeah. I'm trying to set up for success.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So who is the beneficiary of the policy since you're childless?
It would be my husband.
Oh, okay.
And then I guess we could name you a benefactor.
Oh, great.
AKA, I better watch my fucking back. But anyways, that was just a real oh fuck moment. So
Yeah.
I'm waiting to get those results back.
Yeah.
So if I get denied, I just need you to know we're going on a bender for 2 weeks in Italy.
Yeah, for sure. I'm
sure.
I'm always happy to bend.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Bend and snap,
There-
we're right back.
Yeah, there we are. Ever tell
So-
you that I bend and snapped in front of Reese Witherspoon once?
Oh, and how'd that go?
It went really well. She laughed. She giggled. It was at a gym. It was back when I was manorexic.
It was at BBS, Body by Simone?
Bend and snapped. And it was a whole vibe. And there I was just hitting an 8 count right in front of her. And I felt alive.
Good for you.
You know, I was like, I should be in this movie.
You know what people don't realize is that because you and I have worked at so many gyms, I will never forget the day I was at Body by Simone.
Yeah.
I would wait on Taylor Swift all the time.
Yeah.
I've never even told this. She would come in. She was training for like the VMAs or maybe it was the Grammys.
It was the Reputation tour, I think.
Oh, the Reputation tour and the album's about to come out.
I think that's what it was.
And she would come in and have privates, and her security would pull in the back of BBS, and they'd all have umbrellas, and she would come in, and she was so tall and so pretty, and I would listen to her rehearse all the time, and it was the coolest fucking thing. And we were in this tiny studio.
The nicest.
Nicest.
I've chatted with her a couple times, and she was really nice.
Lovely.
Lovely. Her security team was sexual. Oh, that is what I remember.
Dude. I remember I chatted because I would be sitting at the front desk awkwardly, and all the doors would be locked. She'd be in there rehearsing, and I would just chit chat with her security, and they were all like hot army dudes from Nashville.
Yeah.
Yoked out.
Yeah, they were.
Hot.
They were a good time.
Should we go to the Eras tour in 2024?
I mean, I'm not opposed. I mean, I would love to support my sister. You know what I mean? Like, just we're all artists.
We're all artists.
Girls in sequence. You know what I mean?
Girls in sequence.
We're doing it.
I always tell people, if you've ever come to one of our shows, it's the exact same vibe as the Eras tour. So when people started dressing up for that tour, I was like, they've been doing that at my show since the dawn of time. But I think we should go. I think we should definitely put that on the calendar that we go see an Eras tour.
I think that's definitely going to be on the vision board.
Okay.
I think we're going to put that on the vision board. What's on your vision board? Oh, are you going to put that house on the vision board?
Oh, yeah. Speaking of, shout out to Ansley Real Estate. They're selling a home right now. It's $11.5 million. It's 3 acres, but it has 2 guest houses. I'm going to tell you that right now. That is not in my budget. That is so far out of my budget. I cannot afford that home, but it's got a pickleball court, tennis court, saltwater pool. It is stunning. It's got ivy growing on the outside of the house, but I want the 2 guest houses because I could put Robin in one guest house, and then the other one could be full-time podcast studio office, so I can stay on my compound.
Yeah.
So we're on the road, we're doing shows, we're doing everything, and then I come home and I don't have to go anywhere.
This is so Barbara Streisand.
It is so Barbara Streisand.
You don't even leave your house. Oh, here we go.
And then I'd be down the street from Yepa and the OK Cafe and all my hot spots.
Right.
So I really wouldn't have to do anything.
Yeah, okay.
But I cannot afford the home.
No.
And that is, talk about living outside your means. One thing I do think I did very well with is with any success, I really stay within my means.
What? Yeah.
Oh, dinner was very expensive last night. Dinner was $1,200.
I think you're great at staying inside your means, except when you are at the wine list.
Forget it.
Yeah, you get.
We spent $500 on wine, and then I had a sleepless night.
Yeah. Well, I didn't pick it. You picked it.
It's a nice Sicilian red.
We would have saved money if I had just stayed with martinis.
Can I tell you though? We should have. That was it. Honestly, that's how we're going to save money by financially savvy. We're not buying wine.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're only doing martinis.
Also, I feel like, I guess the blood wine's good for you. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. If I knew what was good for you and what was bad for you, I wouldn't be sitting here pre-diabetic and broke.
Amen.
I don't know.
I think, I have the house on the vision board. It's not probably ever going to happen.
Yeah.
Oh no, it will. It will happen.
It will happen.
It will happen.
Yeah.
But it is way outside of our means.
Yeah. Although, I don't need an $11 million house. I need 3 $5 million houses.
But see, if you can afford an $11 million house, you can also then afford the other $3 $5 million houses.
That's the problem with the billionaires of the world, just taking everything from everyone. You know what I mean? Let's scale back.
I don't know. What are we going to do? Squat in the fucking house?
No, I just mean that we don't need to be that excessive.
I haven't been excessive.
But you want a house with 2 guest houses.
Because I have a lot of fucking people that visit me on the regular.
And the pickleball court, and you barely play.
Okay, because I have not had access.
Okay.
I have, the hours don't work. If I have my own pickleball court, I can play whenever the fuck I want, right?
Okay, sure.
Here's the thing. People don't realize sometimes it's very hard. My mom lives with us, and we live with her. It's a beautiful commune, but it would be nice if she had her own space as well.
Yeah.
And if I had my own office on the property, I just want, because if we have kids, it's going to be a lot.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's everybody loves Raymond, but nobody likes me. That's really the name of the show.
Well, that's also the truth in life.
Yeah. And think about it. If I have a house with multiple gates and a pickleball court and a saltwater pool, you can come hang out. You know what I mean? You don't even have to see the rest of the family.
Yeah, that would
It's
be
really
nice.
for you. It's for my son.
Yeah, I did stop staying at your house this year because the chaos went up.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
I felt it.
Yeah.
And it was nice not having you bitch about, the breakfast.
Excuse me, I have never once complained.
Well, I felt the energy.
Excuse me, I close the door in silence and then I have food delivered and I have to text you because the gate code changes every other fucking week.
It does.
You know what I
because-
mean? And I don't know how to open the front door without the whole alarm system going off, which is exhausting. Also, the front door doesn't open because it's been jammed for the 10 years that I've known you.
It's not been jammed. It's a brand new door.
The lock thing is like, like
Is what? We'll add that to the list. Let's call house manager Jeff and he can fix it.
the double door doesn't like line up, and then when
the door is not great.
It doesn't line up, and I know
it's custom
because,
and it's a little
and you know,
wonky.
the only reason I know this is because then one of the last times I was in Atlanta, we had to move a whole piano.
Yeah.
And then we're letting in the piano guys and they can't open the double doors. And I'm like, how is this still a problem?
Yeah. So I do think I think honestly the answer is a little
But also it
WD-40.
could just be like gravity, like the way the house is settled.
It's a well-built house.
Yeah, but I'm just saying like.
That's why, here's the thing. If you're buying new build, I've been seeing horror stories on TikTok. People are buying these multi-million-dollar homes that are new builds. And literally they go up into the attic and the two beams are not even stapled together. The staples are just hanging out in the loose air.
Yeah, loose.
So I'm saying this house that I
also,
want.
you were telling me the story the other day about you have an attic?
We have an attic, yeah.
What's up there?
Artifacts.
Artifacts.
Probably my dad's dead body. Yeah. But it's nice and cool and insulated, so he didn't rot in the summer.
Okay, great.
Yeah, we have an attic.
Okay.
We have a basement. It's a Georgia thing.
Yeah, well, the basement I knew about. That's where we hang out the most. But I didn't know you had an attic. You know what I mean?
People think I live in the basement. I don't live in the basement. I live on the same floor as my mom, and that's also a problem.
Yeah, that's tough.
It's a problem.
That was bad design.
Try making love, and you hear Robin knocking on the door. Heather, the cat threw up on my pillow. Okay, I don't know what you want me to do. So yes, on my vision board is this home.
Yeah.
We are not there.
Yeah.
We are not there.
Okay.
But Ansley Real Estate, if anybody hears this, shout out to Amy Mallon, realtor to the stars. Please tell these people to hold out for a couple more years.
What else is on your vision board though?
I don't know yet. That's going to be another episode.
Okay.
We're going to get to the vision board. But we didn't even go through. Your Rose was your parents seeing you perform.
Yeah, Rose was my parents seeing me perform.
Your absolute yes.
That was my absolute yes. That and just like some of the places we got to go, like performing at Radio City was incredible. Like performing in New York where I live is iconic. And also like so many of my friends had never seen me perform like ever in life. And so doing the LA show was like so incredible for me because these people who have known me for 10 years have never got to see what I wanted to do. And they did. And I crushed. So good for me. And then also another rose was just like, I think that there are a couple people that I have become such close friends with this year that I wasn't really friends with last year. And I think that that's so incredible to be an adult and have new deep friendships because it's so hard to make friends as an adult, especially with the job that we do where we don't have coworkers. Like I don't have a water cooler to go meet somebody and like chit chat and like talk about what happened on TV last night.
Friday, 5 o'clock happy
don't have
hour
a
mixer at a bowling alley.
No, and so like we don't have that. You know,
we just have fans.
Yeah, we just have fans, and like those people
and
are just,
they'll turn on you real quick.
Yeah, those people are just trying to skin my head, you know, and like make a wig out of it. But like, yeah, I feel so lucky to have made some really good friendships this year that I didn't have before, and I'm so proud of that.
I love that. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to lose people left and right.
Also, I will say another thorn of mine was I did try to pick up the tennis this year. I did.
We both did.
I tried to pick up the tennis this year, and after 3 lessons, I developed plantar fasciitis, so then that means I'm hobnobbling around. I'm about to lose my foot, you know, and New York's a walking city. I walk 5 miles a day. I walked home from dinner last night, you know, and I'm suffering. I have a knee scooter in my apartment.
You know, I will say this right now. It's not, you know, we talk about this stuff every year, like, oh, we're going to try this, we're going to try that. It's not for lack of trying.
Yeah.
It's for lack of cartilage in the body that's left.
Yeah.
It's for the lack of hours in the day that you could sleep or eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not because we're being lazy. No. There's nothing lazy about this crew right here.
No, nothing lazy. Also, I feel like, what was another? I think we had some incredible vacations that were.
Where did we go?
We went to Mexico.
We went to Mexico.
We went to the Hamptons.
We went to the Hamptons.
We went to, where else did we go? I think that might be it that I can recall at the moment. There were some other ones in there sprinkled. I don't know, you know, just they're happening. But whatever. Like we had some great times.
I will say, I asked Jeff what his rose and thorn were, and he said our trip to Italy this year was his rose. And getting to see me perform at Radio City. And they said, what was your thorn? And he's like, probably the sinus surgery that's about to happen. Men are insufferable.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we have a lot to look forward to next year. We're going to Australia.
that's
If
right.
you haven't gotten your tickets, get your tickets at heatherontour.com. We're coming to Sydney, Brisbane, Melbourne. We're so excited to be coming to Australia. We have shows in Kentucky. We're starting the year off in Florida. We're going to the West
Yeah, we're
Coast.
hitting my hometown, almost my hometown, Sacramento.
We're going to Sacramento. Last time I was there, I was in a gang shootout. So I am excited to see how everyone's doing since.
Yeah.
Really checking on my peeps.
I think we're doing Salt Lake.
We're doing Salt Lake. Oh, the Mormons are fun. They're fun to goof with.
See, I've never been only to the airport. Big Delta hub there. So it's
Beautiful Sky Club.
Yeah, there it is.
I haven't nailed down a great hotel there yet.
I
think we need to go a couple days early and stay somewhere. And maybe
the shows. We can't.
When's the show?
It's like Sacramento and it's back to back. We can't go early to Salt Lake.
Okay, then maybe we stay 2 days after and we hit a slope.
Yeah.
We après ski.
Yeah, obviously après.
When is the show? In May?
April?
April. Okay, probably count après ski.
I don't know those. I mean, Tahoe, they were skiing till to June this year.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Okay, then we're
Salt
having
Lake,
a moment.
Yeah, Salt Lake might still be it.
But we need you guys to buy tickets.
Yeah,
we're still hitting it hard.
Yeah, we're still hitting it hard, which I'm excited about. But what other things happened this year? I'm trying to think some exciting stuff. You know,
I'm wondering if you got to pull this mic up just a little bit.
I think we're screaming.
Are we good? We're good. It sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
Dimitri, I'm good, right? I'm like, I have the voice of a homosexual. This is picking up every octave, whatever it is.
Octave, he's got
I'm
it.
a tenor. Is that what it's called?
Yep.
Yeah, he's got it. We're not worried, folks. You know what? I'm not worried about a gay in a microphone. They will always hit the note.
Okay.
You know?
Mm-hmm. Do you know that it was my most annoying thing in like high school when people were immature and they didn't know how to say they'd be like, Heather's funny and she's loud. Like loud and funny were the same thing. I'm like, I'm not loud.
No.
I'm actually not a loud person.
Yes.
That's just, it's called, I fill a room with joy and laughter. You dumb cunts.
Captivating.
Captivating.
There's a positive word.
Engaging.
Oh, engaged.
Engaged.
Yeah,
I think we've had a really wild year. I think definitely things kind of hit, it all came to a head in October and November with just everything that was going on. It was fucking crazy. And I have been able to kind of catch my breath, but when I caught my breath finally 2 weeks ago, then I got the flu.
Yeah.
Like my body shut down.
Yeah.
And I feel like you had an illness. You had an illness on the road.
Yeah, I had that horrific sinus infection, and
Scarlett took a tumble.
Oh yeah, I was like literally taking warm baths like a lady from the Gilded Age in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Richmond. Yeah, I was taking literally warm baths trying to heal myself, and then the only drugs I had were like Mexican Z-Packs,
which knocked it out.
Knocked it right out. I got to be honest. So I got to make
we do need to do a drug run.
Yeah,
we do need to go down.
We do need to hit the Mexicos.
We need to hit the Mexicos.
I need to see mi familia.
See mi familia as well.
Yeah. I need the cervezas, las farmacias.
I like some ceviche.
Los tacos.
Oh, los tacos en Los Fabuloso. No, I'm not talking about the cleaner. Actually, my favorite taco place in Tulum is called Los Fabulosos.
Oh, God. I was like...
Yeah, but also I love the cleaner.
I was like...
You know your house was fucking clean if it smelled like Fabuloso.
Yes, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It was. It really was. Yeah. Oh, my God. Yeah, we need to hit the Mexico. I've got to figure that out.
We definitely need to hit the Cabos. I think we're going to go to the Turks and Caicos at the beginning of the year. Fuck, I got to call about that. That's another thing to do on the list.
I got a long to-do list.
I got a long to-do list.
How's the Christmas shopping going?
There's been none.
Okay.
I wanted to do, everybody had to do $100. I wanted Mom, Ashley, Jeff, and I do $100 on TikTok gift shop. Like, I want some weird kind of like tincture. I want a little mini microphone.
That's what you want. What do they want?
Well, I told them because we don't do gifts.
Right.
And so I told everybody, all right, I'm taking everybody to the Turks in the beginning of January. That's your gift. But I said, if we want a little stocking stuffer, maybe every day is $100 on TikTok shop.
Got it.
And then nobody agreed to that. So I'm going to spend $400. I'm going to buy myself $100 gifts on TikTok and buy everybody else. Maybe I'll do the stockings.
Yeah. Okay.
I like giving. My mom is the worst at gifts growing up, horrific at gifts. Was your parents ever good at gifts?
So my parents were good when we were younger, but my mom's with the early dementia, sort of. It's undiagnosed, but I'm watching it happen day by day.
Okay.
Last year
she needs a ginkgo bilobas.
Last year, my sister's an elementary school teacher. I love my sister. She's so fun. She's got great style. She's not the easiest to shop for. Give her cash. She'll be fine. Last year for Christmas, my mom gave my sister a printer, a toolbox, and a leaf blower.
That is so sad.
Mm-hmm. So I would say now when people ask, I would say my parents are horrific at giving gifts, but I send a list. So they're like, give me a list. And I send a list and I get what I want. But also when you're the prodigal son, you always get what you want.
When you're the prodigal son, you heard it here first. When you're the prodigal son.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
My mom would buy such fucking horrific gifts. She'd go to Ross for less, even though she could have. I mean, I'm not, you know me, I'm not a
Well, it's
real,
not even
I don't
like
need a lot of
money
stuff.
thing. It's
not a money
it's
thing,
a
but I said,
thought.
Mom, it's a thought. You bought me like old, what is it? Cheese, you know, remember the cheese straightener? She'd buy me like knockoff cheese shampoo and conditioner that she bought at Ross for less. That's like outdated. I'm like, I don't even use this brand. I don't even own a straightener.
No.
What are we doing?
No.
Yeah, she's buying a bunch of knickknacks, and they've already started to arrive, and they're from Amazon, and I keep opening every box. She's like, you weren't supposed to open that. That's your Christmas gift. Yeah. And it's like a mini vacuum, but it's like the size of your hand, and it runs on like one AAA battery. And I said, what am I supposed to use this for? She's like, I don't know, like inside your car. I'm like, I get it washed once a week.
Sandy's
Mom.
good with me. She'll like drop the little mini cocktail bottles of alcohol in the stocking.
Oh, nice.
She'll do that. She'll hit the chapstick that I like, and then she'll surprise me with like a vintage tea that she found somewhere. Like it'll be like an MTV tea, or it'll be like a tea with a wiener dog on it because I'm obsessed with wiener dogs. Like she will think about those things and she'll surprise me. So she's good at the little things. But like if it's like a bigger item, it's like I said, it's going to be a leaf blower unless I send a list, you know, with the things that I want on it.
So when I was in my first year dating Jeff, I had him get me for my birthday a window unit, air conditioning unit.
Oh.
Because I'm a practical gal.
Yeah.
And I said, this is really a gift for both of us.
Yeah.
And he was so worried. He thought he had to buy me like a Louis Vuitton purse. I'm like, no, I'm not that. No, absolutely not. And he bought me like a $400 air conditioning unit because I was like, I want to do the sex and then be cool.
Okay,
afterwards.
but here's the thing. I was like getting screamed at the other day because I haven't removed my air conditioning unit from the window for winter because I'm here in New York. And everyone's like, you have to take it out every year. And I'm like, no, I see that.
Who was yelling at you? Your landlord?
No, just like people that live in New York. I don't want to name names. You know, I don't want to disparage people on the podcast.
Sure.
Yeah. But they were like, Ray, if you don't remove the air conditioning unit, then rain falls in and then it freezes and then it falls on people's heads and they die. And I'm like, wow, well, that got dark so fast.
I never remove my air conditioning unit. If it's bolted in and there's no like, you know, if there's not a little section for air to get in, you're good.
Also, I've lived here for 3 years. I've never taken it out.
Also, we run really fucking hot.
Yeah. And also, I didn't install it. It was the people before me. It's been there for 5 years, I'm assuming. So I have no clue. But also, if it did fall, my window in my building is above our awning. So it would land on the awning.
And then snap someone's neck.
Yeah, well, it would have a little slow breakdown, I think.
Also, I'm hot. I'm hot 24/7.
Yeah.
Don't try and smoke me out.
Also, with the radiator, the cool breeze that comes through the vent of the AC, that balances out the heat.
We were at dinner last night at a very popular place. And it got cool last night here in New York. And when I tell you, we were fucking melting. I asked the sommelier to turn on the air.
I was like hitting premenopause because no one was saying anything. And I just kept looking up being like, is it me? Like, am I unwell? Like, it's something, is my body finally collapsed?
I felt like I was getting flushed.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God, is the flu back? What has happened?
Yeah.
And then finally we pulled the table and everyone's like, we're all fucking dying. We asked the sommelier to turn on the air. We asked our maitre d'. We asked the captain. I mean, you know, we asked everybody in that fucking restaurant, the runner, the busser, everybody.
Yeah, and they did. They obliged. They were.
I didn't feel cooler to me.
Well, they tried. They were trying. I mean, they can't do anything about it. It's New York.
It's New York.
It's like they don't control.
That is the motto for New York. We can't do anything about it. It's New York. That's it. Today, I was schlepping through fucking Times Square to get to the studio. I'm like, I can't do anything about it.
Oh my God,
it's
literally,
New York.
when I was lost trying to come here, and I was like, where am I? I'm gonna get mugged. I'm gonna get mugged. I can't feel my face. What's going on? And then people were taking pictures, Holly Jolly Christmas, and I'm like, get out of the way. You
know what I don't have time for? The Holly Jolly Christmas. And we have 3 Christmas trees in my house right now. We dolled it up because we're going to be positive.
Home.
We're positive. Home.
You're going to be
positive.
Home. I mean, listen, my mom has me on, like when I go home, that's when I know the fa-la-la will happen. But until then, I am fighting for my life. I have to go to all these dinners. Everyone's flying into town. They want to go do all this holiday stuff. And I'm like, I'm tired.
You know what I'm not doing? Going to look at the tree.
You know what? It's too crowded.
You know, Chloe made a good point the other night. She said, shouldn't the lights be on the tree just at night? They turn off the tree at night. Shouldn't it be the other way around?
Yeah, no, because they want people there to buy stuff. It's commercialism. Remember, America's commercial and capitalism.
Materialism, capitalism.
All the isms.
Can I tell you though? Capitalism has worked for us. I don't know if you know this. We have a product. People pay. They come see it. You know what I mean? It has
we
worked.
are grateful.
We are so grateful.
So grateful. We're keeping the lights.
To be an American where at least you'll come to our shows.
There it is. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
You know what I'm not excited for? That next year's going to be an election year and we're fucked.
Yeah, except that we're not we're in the spring, right?
No, I wasn't even saying about us doing shows because I don't want to do shows in the fall. I'll just be like, well, no, and we'll absolutely be on the road in the fall. But I'm just saying, in general, like, I don't want it. Like, can we skip? Can it be a leap year?
Yeah.
Can we just
it is
whatever?
Leap year.
It is
Next year's leap year.
but we have to live it.
Yes.
We don't get to leap the leap year.
No, we don't. But we'll be in Australia, so we get I think we get an extra day because it's leap year. I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
We're leaping.
Yeah.
Oh no, we're leaping.
We're leaping in Australia, and that's when we'll get stuck in the matrix. That's when we're lost.
Glitched in the system.
That's when we're boarding the plane and it's lost because we are flying on leap day or whatever it's called from west to east.
Yeah,
I'll have to do that really quick.
I don't know which direction we're going, but I'm excited. I feel like nothing. In the words of Drake, nothing can stop us. What are the? Nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Also, I would like to say real quick, straight to camera, I have a little beef with Drake. He has bought a property in the Turks and Caicos. And I'm not claiming like he's from Canada, okay? He doesn't own the Turks and Caicos. I was one of the original Turks and Caicos gals, if you will. And he's been really rolling down on my island, acting like this is his spot. This is his spot. And I have been the originator of inviting people down to the Turks and Caicos. You know where you can find me? Right by the beach, boy. He has a new song out about the Turk. And I'm just like, okay, do I need to drop a fucking sick beat to let everybody know that I've been going to the Turks and Caicos since the dawn of time?
I feel like that's a real colonialist attitude, but you live your life, girl.
But guess what? He's from Canada. It's not like he came in and it's, okay, he's a winter bird that flew south.
You know what I think about Drake is I just remind myself that he was in the wheelchair on the TV show and now he's selling out, MSG. And that's just that's what I think about.
But I can't go to my floating bar anytime Drake's down there because his posse is down there and they take over the bar.
Well, make sure
and I haven't been invited. And that was my bar. That was my tiki bar in the middle of the ocean that I go to after the sandbar.
Okay.
And I just feel like I brought a lot of dollars to tourism for Turks and Caicos.
Okay, well, we'll send an email.
I will.
Write an email, Karen.
I'm going to write
an email about
a Turks and Caicos email that Drake, I would like to be invited to your party.
Listen, white woman from Atlanta, write an email to the rapper from Canada that you are upset that your tiki bar is no longer available.
It's out of service. I can't get on the list. I can't get on the tiki bar list.
That you can't get a pina colada, even though you've been drinking them since you were 6 years old.
And guess what? You're going to come down there with me. And I guarantee he'll be down there. And we're going to roll up. We're going to be drunk from the sandbar. And you're going to cause a scene.
No, I think I'll be invited in.
I should be invited in too.
Yeah.
But here's the thing, when there's so many boats out there and he's shooting a music video, we can't even, the wake's too heavy. The motion of the ocean is too busy for us to roll up to. That's all I'm saying.
Well, I can't wait to see this. But remember, I'm an Olympic level swimmer, so I could squeeze on by.
Also, was great with Butterfly. It's not like I couldn't dive in, but when there's fucking boats and jet skis, you're not gonna.
I don't know. Maybe I'll slip right in. You know what I mean? I'll be like Cardi B and Offset on the jet skis, like,
Hey, I heard they're not doing well.
Oh.
I heard Cardi B and Offset might be might be in an argument. I just saw something on TikTok.
I saw that Cardi B was in the Beyonce movie.
Oh, she is, I think, for a second. We haven't seen it. We haven't renaissance yet. Beyonce, please don't be mad at us.
I know, I'm going to go. I am going to go. That is,
we're going to go.
It's on my list of things to do. I also thought it would be like a fun thing to do with my mom because I didn't take her to the concert. So I feel like take her to the movie, let her get that out, let her.
If I took Robin to the Beyonce movie, she'd be like, so is she or is she not in the Illuminati? What's she name her daughter? Blue?
Yeah.
Blue? I saw this thing on TikTok.
Oh, did you see anything about the blueberry?
The blueberry.
Yeah.
And the reason they named Blue Ivy is because they would say she looked like a little blueberry on her sonogram.
Correct.
Her name was going to be Brooklyn Carter, which I got to be honest with you, goes fucking hard.
Well, and was that the interview with Gail?
Yeah.
I mean, Gail, what an icon.
But also kind of phones in a lot of interviews.
Okay.
I'm just going to say. Okay. I'm going to say, Gail, sometimes you're like, did she do the research?
I don't know. See, I don't watch a ton. I just get the clips. You know what I mean? I just get some of the clips from the year wrap up. You know what I miss? Remember Barbara Walters' 10 most fascinating people of the year?
Oh my God.
Okay, wait. Name 3 of the most fascinating people you interacted with this year.
This year alone?
Yeah, this year. Just 3.
3 people that were fascinating.
Or it was a fascinating interaction. So I know my number 1 right now.
Who's your number 1?
Because it just happened to us. This is coming out in a week, but it just happened to us. We had an interaction with Mike Tyson.
Oh, did we have an interaction with Mike Tyson at the Rangers game? He sat behind us, and I shit you not.
I've never been more still in my life. Like, you would have thought I was auditioning for Juilliard Ballet because I was like, don't make a move, don't spill your drink. He's sitting right behind you. Because, he's one of those guys that everyone wants to rile up because they want to see him get mad. And I'm like one of those people who accidentally spills things just on accident. It wasn't going to be, it wasn't like a thing to rile him up. So I got nervous, but then just hearing him talk.
He was on the phone, hand to God.
On a FaceTime.
On a FaceTime. during the Rangers game. And he said, did you tell him about my pigeons? I don't even know what that accent was that I just did. He was talking about his pigeons.
Yes.
If you don't know this, Mike Tyson has pigeons that are trained.
They're living
war
at
pigeons.
living at his home.
Living at his
He also
home.
only came to the game for 10 minutes.
Yeah, he did. They put him on the screen.
Yeah, and then he left.
And then he left.
But it was
yeah.
still, I mean, he's a legend. Legend. That was one of the most fascinating people I met this year. What about you? Do you have any that you can think of?
Any fascinating people? I mean, I've met a lot of new cool people in the industry that I'm proud to call friends now. But fascinating, goddamn fascinating. I'm gonna need to think on this one.
Okay.
Fascinating folks. You know, Polo, when we went down to Cabo, he was pretty fucking fascinating.
Oh, that guy. Well,
yeah,
that's where I want to go.
I want to go there.
But we're not going to tell you where. No,
we're not going to tell you
because it'll
we
blow
ruined,
up, and then Drake will go, and Heather won't be able to get her.
And I won't be able to get in. And I'm going to be pissed. Do you think I feel like if I just sent a titty pic to Drake and I was like, I'm going to be on the island, man, and just see what he does.
I think about 400,000 girls do that. So good luck to you.
And my tits aren't where they used to be. So
well, you know what? We could make it. We could.
Yeah.
We could.
Maybe I'll ask Jeff to do that. I'll say, Jeff, I need you to really do the lighting, take some really sexy photos of me so we could get back on the tiki bar in the middle of the ocean because Drake's always there.
So you got to do this, but you have to do the sexy photos while you're down there. Right?
Oh, because I need to be tan.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
But also because then it's like, hey, I'm here on the island.
And geotagging.
Yeah, exactly. So it's got to be one of those.
Meet me at Waimara.
Exactly.
Oh,
yeah.
Honda Replay in Waimara.
Yeah. Penthouse is open.
Penthouse is open, but it's not open. But I got a key from the front desk. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, that guy we met in Mexico, he was fascinating. And then, oh man, who else did? Wow.
Yeah, there's some stuff. We'll figure it out. We're gonna run it by legal, and then we'll talk about it at the top of the year.
I remember that was like the whole thing. Remember the most fascinating people times 100. All those wrap ups. I'm ready for those.
I'm ready to be on one of the. I want to be the time 100 person of the year.
And I think you will. We only do iconic shit now.
And the words of Kim K, which I don't even know where. I mean, I just stopped myself there. But we only do iconic shit.
Yeah, we only do iconic shit.
So when we were at SNL, we said together, you know what? We're going to be at SNL. Want to know why? Because we only do iconic shit.
Amen. That's 2024 icons.
Icons only.
Yeah.
Icons only. The perfect name for this podcast. Ray, I want you to know that I love you and I adore you. And I'm glad we were able to do this year together. I'm glad you came on the road. Everybody was so impressed with your comedy. Everyone was just fucking adoring you on the road. And I think you've had a really cool experience. I'm glad that you're my road dog, bud.
I love you too, babe. I had the year of my life and it was incredible. And highs and lows, definitely some room for improvement on your end. But I think I crushed it. And I'm so excited for the rest of the tour. And
you know what? Room for improvement for everybody.
Oh, that's what they'll say. Okay, we'll see about that.
And nothing can stop us. We're only improving.
You know what? You know what we're going to cut next year? The oppression.
No. This episode is over because I'm not going to hear about Ray's oppression because he's actually thriving and had more opportunities this year. He is not oppressed. I don't want to fucking hear it. And you know what? If you try and get into Drake's party at the Tiki Bar, and if he says for some reason we're like it's full, the Tiki Bar is actually at the point where it could sink. That's the thing. It has a weight capacity. Okay?
So I'm going to break the weight capacity.
I'm saying,
so now she's attacking the fat girl. So again, oppression needs to be cut.
No. As soon as it came out of my mouth, I knew how you were going to twist it.
Exactly.
I'm just saying if there's 40 people on it and there's actually a list, like they're like, we can't take any more bodies on it.
Me,
you cannot scream, I am oppressed.
No, I will hop on and accidentally trip a girl and make her knock her off the thing. Did you never play that game at the beach at the game where you had to knock the people off the float? I always won.
Yeah, and when you find out that she is his girlfriend.
They're all his girlfriends.
I know they are.
He's not going to know.
And I want to be one too.
But also, I want you to know that I will get us on the float because I often do get us there and I never leave you behind.
You never leave me
behind. I never leave you behind.
And you know what I'm not doing? I'm not leaving you behind in 2024.
Amen.
Listen, don't leave your loved ones behind. That's why I was going to do like a fake ad. That's why you should sign up for Carnival Cruise.
Call 1-800.
No family members left behind. But there are a couple family members that probably should be left behind. Anyways, we love you. We mean it. Ray, thank you for being here. Thank you for being a part of my life. Only big things in the year. I mean, this podcast will be back next week. I don't know where we're at. Like I'm on a hiatus.
Well, we might be.
Where are we going?
The Turks.
Guys, thank you for being a part of this podcast. I love you. I mean it. We'll be back next week. As always, you can call into the hotline, 800-213-7503. I want to hear about your holiday just shit show. I want to hear about the Absolutely Nots. Please call into the podcast. And again, get your tickets at heatherontour.com. They make great gifts. I don't want to hear it, okay? We're going to be back on the road in like a couple weeks, and then you're going to go, I didn't know you had a show. We have fucking shows everywhere. So get your tickets at heatherontour.com. I love you. I mean it. Here's to a new year, new us.
Sports girls now.
Sports girls. Absolutely yes. We'll see you on the next episode. Arrivederci, ciao bella.